Hey guys, welcome back to another video review. This is the Bronco Knight, bringing you Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe Class Sideways from the Studio series. Now, we did not see Sideways much from Revenge of the Fallen, which came out in 2009. We only saw him for a good, like less than 2 minutes of screen time. That was when Sideways and Demolisher were being taken out by the Nest Alliance between the Autobots and the humans. So, for the packaging, we got a nice image of Sideways himself and the figure itself in this packaging right here. As you can see, a pulled back image of him. You have your official obligatory product shot, which houses his vehicle and robot. Converts in 20 steps. So, I'm kind of interested to see how this is going to be incorporated. So, we'll get to that here in a little bit. And it has a nice little bio. Sideways attempts a speedy escape through the Shanghai streets before being sliced in half by Sideswipe. Now, mind you, a lot of these Studio Series boxes contains a little bio, which is a spoiler, but if you've seen the movies up to this point before Rise of the Beast, then you should be just fine. Like, if you have not seen any of the movies, then I recommend watching them, and you'll see exactly like where these points come out. And it also has the backdrop that's included in the Shanghai battle. So I'm kind of interested. It's going to be real nice to see another different backdrop. So I guess we'll get to that here in a little bit. And then here on the side, you have a nice pulled up image of him, and he is a deluxe class. So not much to say about the box or the figure himself. So I guess the only thing that's left is to get him out of the box. So let's get him out of here and see how cool he actually is. Alrighty, so we are back here and we have him out of the box. And I'm not going to lie, his robot mode actually looks better than I thought. From inside the packaging and on the back, it kind of didn't look like it was going to be like a good figure, but it started to grow on me. So, I'll bring the figure right here. You got some really nice detail right here. Let's take a look at that hip sculpt. That looks very nice. Yeah, like I said before, he didn't appear much in Revenge of the Fallen, because we only saw him for like a few brief minutes. But in all honesty, he's not a bad figure. So, in all honesty, like, I don't know. Like I said before, I'm leaving this one up to you guys if you want to get him or not. It's more like on a choice, since we did not see him that much in the movie. There's not much I can really go on, unfortunately. So for accessories, he does come with this little, I believe, Gatling gun? I believe that's what it is. Though I believe, if I'm right, we've seen him use it maybe just once for like a few seconds, but I could be wrong. That was during the scene when the RC twins, RC, Alita 1, and Chromia are going after Sideways when they discovered him after they were trying to take on Demolisher. So, let me bring him over here. And how to stow this onto here is you're going to move this out, and you're going to open that up. And there's this little groove right here that is going to connect. That's where the thumb's going to be. So you're going to put it in like so. Oh, maybe I have it. had it earlier, but for some reason it just not want to work. Okay, so you pretty much get the concept now. That looks really, really cool. Now, I'm pretty sure you can do it for the other arm as well, so I'm just going to show that real fast. Okay, so this one actually looks a little bit better. So if you want, you can get him in a good pose. There we go. So I'm not gonna lie, I actually kind of like that in that arm better, though I'm pretty sure that there's gonna be like an upgrade kit for Sideways. And if it is, I'll most likely purchase it and put it on him. So that way he can get some added accessories. So we're going to bring him to the side real fast. We're going to have a look at the backdrop here, which is from the Battle of Shanghai when the Nest Alliance was in, I believe, China? I believe that's where this occurred from the movie. I don't remember. I believe it is. But anyway, there's that hole right there, as you can see, that Sideways pops out and transforms when the RC twins were going after him. So if you want to display him, then by all means, you're more welcome to. Like I said, it's more like on personal choice. If you like displaying them with these backdrops, yeah, that's cool. If not, that's cool as well. But as you can see, you got the Studio Series on this side, Transformers on this side, Revenge of the Fallen right down here, and he is number 88. So there's enough of that. We're not going to need that anymore. So let me bring the camera down. There we go. Okay, so articulation-wise, his head is on a ball joint, so you can get some pretty good movement. And his head can go full 360, which looks really nice. You got full 360 rotation in the arm. Arms can go about that much. Yeah, that's the one thing, like right here, like it will pop it out, but I try to leave them like here as much as possible. So you got tiltage right here, elbow movement, and the hands can go in and out. Now these are not individually articulated, so they're all on one joint, and then you got this little thumb right here, which can go in and out. So it's pretty much the same on the other side. Oops, let me bring that over there. Hang on, give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. No, I wanted to take off the weapon so that would be much easier. But wanted to show you that it works on the exact same way as well. And you do get about right on 90 degrees of a bend right there. Come around here to the legs. Legs can go about back that far and go up that far, which has some pretty good mobility. And legs can go out that far, so you can get him doing the splits, which I don't think that'd be wise. Now, on mine seemed to be a little bit loose, so I'm not sure if that's like a mold issue or something like that. But, I mean, it doesn't take anything away from this. But the one thing I've noticed is that he kind of looks like Barricade. He kind of reminds me of Barricade, like with the way that his hands are and the way that the wheel is. almost kind of reminds me of Barricade. So if anybody else notices that, then you're not the only one. So there's that. Alrighty, so comparison time. So today I got a couple of them since it is a Decepticon, of course, obviously. I have a couple of them that we're going to be doing a size comparison. One is, let me raise the camera up. We have Studio Series Bumblebee Voyager Soundwave, as you can see. And last but not least, we also have a fellow movie mate. If I can get that up. Studio Series Bone Crusher with Sideways. So, there you go. Alrighty, so the only thing now left to do is transformation. Now, transformation, it tends to be a little bit of a pain in the butt. So, it's not too difficult, but it takes a little bit of patience, if you understand what I'm saying. So, let's get on to it. So what we're going to do first is we're going to come to the arms, and you're going to push the thumb out all the way. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull this out like so, and you're going to extend it. And then you're going to hear it clip into place. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fold it out like that. So it will go like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to leave it like this. So the arm is extended out like so. You're going to do it to the other side as well. Line it up. Pull it out. Snap. And there you go. So there's that. Alright, so next, I actually discovered this, so you can actually push those in. What you're going to do is you're going to pull them out like so, and now collapse. Pull this whole assembly up. Pull this little guy down. And then what you're going to do is you're going to extend this. Now here's where it tends to get a little bit complicated. What you're going to want to do is you want to bring these up. Well, before you do that, you're going to pull that assembly up. It's connected right to this screw post right here where it's going to link right up, so that way you get more space, or I should say more clearance. And what you would want to do is, how did I do it? Oh, whoops. Oh, there we go. And what you're going to want to do is you want to move it up like so. And there's this little tab right here that's going to connect right into this little slot. You want to line it up. So that way your leg is going to look like this. Then you're going to come around here, do the exact same thing. Yeah, sometimes like it's not the very best how I do it, but let's see, it's hard to see. And then once you get that, snap it in. And then you're going to rotate the legs, and you're just going to snap them in like so. And then what you're going to do is you're going to come around here, pull this down, and everything's going to collapse. And then you want to make sure everything's nice and straight. So kind of like that. And then you start lining up the pieces. As you can see, it's not overly too complicated. And, well, that actually fell right into place nicely, so I don't need to do that. Now here's where it gets a little bit complicated. What you're going to do is you're going to line it up right in there. You're going to squeeze, you want to squeeze everything till it clips in. And then for back here, the thumb is supposed to go right down here, and the arm piece is supposed to be right there. And then you're going to do the exact same right there. You're going to go at an angle. And then what you want to do is you want to line it up. There we go. And then get everything a nice little squeeze. Make sure everything is locked and secure. Okay. Then once everything is done, here we have sideways in his vehicle mode. Now, as you see during the transformation, that it was not too overly complex. You got a nice looking car mode that was represented, that was well represented in Revenge of the Fallen back in 2009. Now, I don't recall what kind of car he transformed into, but I'm pretty sure if anybody wants to leave the name of the car in the comments down below, feel free to, because normally I know which kind of vehicles some of these guys transform into. Like Optimus transforms into a Peterbilt 379 cab, I believe that's what it is. And then there's the Freightliner, which was back from the 80s, as well as Age of Extinction. So, but other than that, and a few others, like I know Ironhide transforms into a GMC Top Kick. Ratchet turns into a Hummer, and Bone B obviously turns into a Camaro. Obviously. Now, for storage for this little guy, as you can see, there's no free real estate. So right back here, there's two tabs, one on each side of the thrusters, or the tailpipes, I believe they're called. There's these little grooves that you're gonna use to go right there. If I can remember which way to go. Oh, there we go. There we go. And then it's gonna go like that. So there's storage. I mean, it's not the very best, but hey, what can you do, right? I mean, it is storage, so I can't complain. But like I said earlier in the video, he's not a bad figure. Like, it grows on you. You just gotta be very careful, because as I was transforming him, I noticed that there was like there was some stress marks right in the one area. So you want to be very careful with that. You don't want to transform him too much, or it's going to bust on you. So there's that. Alrighty, so for comparison, here we have Deluxe Class crosshairs. Here we have Studio Series Hot Rod. And last but not least, here we have Studio Series Optimus Prime. And there are the comparison shots. Now, do I recommend this figure? like I said earlier in the video, it's personal preference. We did not see him much in the movies, so if you want to pick him up, that's a choice that you guys want to come up with on your own. I mean, he's pretty well easy to find. Like, I've actually found him a couple times at my local Walmart and Target. So he's not, like, he's somewhat popular, but he's not as popular as some of the other figures that I've reviewed on my channel so far. Like, I know Optimus is one of them that I mentioned a few videos ago, and Soundwave is one of them that I found at my local Walmart. So, other than that, I got nothing else to say about this figure. But I mean, he's a really good addition to the collection if you want to collect almost all the Studio Series figures, then feel free to do so. Now, if you have any ideas as to what other videos you'd like me to bring to the channel, feel free to comment in the description down below. So that way I can actually look into it and see what I can do about that. But I want to try to bring more content to you guys, so that way it's not just about Transformers. Like, if you are interested in, like, different things, like I said, post in the comments down below, and we will go from there. And I think that's pretty much it for today's video. So I want to thank you for tuning in. And this is Bronco Knight saying, have a good morning, and I'll see you guys next time.